The Cordero Mine is located in northern Nevada, just a few miles south of the Idaho border. Mercury ore was first discovered here in 1924 by Basque shepherds. The name Cordero is derived from a Basque word meaning little lamb. The Cordero Mine was formed either in 1933 or 1935, according to various sources. It continued in operation until 1970. During that time, the Cordero Mine was the largest producer of mercury in North America. Structures at the mine include a large steel headframe with a pair of cylindrical steel ore bins, a hoist house with intact hoist machinery, and a larger building that was probably used for assaying. So far, the mine has not been defaced with graffiti or other acts of vandalism. Please keep it that way. Clamshell gates at the bottom of the ore bins allowed the ore to be loaded directly into trucks for transport to the mill. The drive-through loading facility is pretty constricted, which must have limited the size of the trucks. The two lift cages are still in place under the head frame. A spring-loaded safety mechanism at the top of each lift cage will cause the brakes to lock in the event of a hoist or cable failure. My camera drone gives us a good up-close look at the higher parts of the head frame. A ladder provides access to the top of the head frame, where a small platform facilitates maintenance of the sheave wheels. The platform is protected on one side by a metal wall that appears to be a later addition. There are wooden shelves inside each of the steel ore bins. I think these were intended to prevent ore from bouncing out when it was dumped into the bins. Now let's move on to the hoist house. The hoist house is a corrugated metal building with a steeply sloped roof. Let's take a look inside. A large two-drum hoist fills most of the space inside the hoist house. Massive electrical resistors fill a nook at the rear of the hoist house. The wire rope or cable is wrapped in opposite directions around each drum, so when one drum is pulling something up out of the mine, the other drum is lowering something into the mine. Now let's look at the second building on the site. This large corrugated metal building was probably used for assaying ore. Most of the building's original contents have been removed, and the building was then used to store sacks of ore samples. There are a couple smaller rooms at the east end of the building. Here I found a swallow's nest with 3 young chicks. They look like they're almost ready to leave the nest. About a quarter-mile away, I found some concrete foundations and the remains of a tall rotary furnace. After World War II, the company opened 6 relatively small pit mines in addition to the underground works. I found the explosives bunker set into the slope on the other side of the hill. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this visit to the Cordero Mine in Nevada. Be sure to check out some of my other videos featuring ghost towns, mines, and more.